Hi Capricorn, it's Power and Light Tarot coming at you with the reading today. We have another cool reading. And yeah, let's see what we have for you guys. And remember, take, with the general reading, take what works and leave the rest out, right? Yeah. And we start with the Queen of Swords. And we have the World card. This is the Ace of Diamonds. We have the Queen of Clubs, the Empress. And we have Judgment. Okay, interesting already. Yeah, for sure. So, you know, Judgment is an awakening, and we see this woman walking up the stairs, and she feels it as she walks up the stairs, right? It's never, if you have an awakening, it's usually not when you're sitting down comfortable or watching a movie. No, it just comes at these inopportune times. So she's dressed for something. I don't know if that's her nightgown or not, because these are old school, you know, art, right? But she's walking up the stairs. She lives in this mansion, and she realizes that she's having an awakening, and it shakes her, right? Yeah, and so that is the Ten of Swords. So that means Ten of Wands, Spades. That means it was a difficult awakening. Catherine Morland realizes that real life isn't a gothic novel when she visits Northanger Abbey. So I'm not sure what happened in this house here, but she had an awakening when she was there. They call this Judgment. Yeah, interesting. Ten of Spades, Judgment, awakening. So she felt some type of judgment, or, you know, judgment is an awakening as well. But it seems like when she went there, right, she realizes that, like, real life is not like a book. Like, she does some growing up to do, growing up here. And the look on her face is like, whoa, dude, this is a trip here. I'm learning, right? Life is not what I thought it was. And there's something else that she realizes here. Yeah, and it does shake her. So we start with this Queen of Swords. It is perception. This is somebody who is smart and insightful and loves a good conversation more than anything. Maybe someone wants to talk to you, right? I mean, it's a possibility. Or you, they, right? The World card is a completion. It is the Ace of Diamonds in this reading. And that is one deserves flowers when a demanding endeavor has come full circle to success. So, you know, something happened in this reading where somebody feels like a little bit calmer now, or they deserve, you know, flowers, or, you know what I mean? They kind of deserve something after something difficult. Yeah. After, or something demanding, which can be difficult, right? And the Empress showing up, and she is all about enthusiasm. They call her the Queen of Clubs, which is the Queen of Wands. The Queen of Wands is about enthusiasm, right? It is, especially Sagittarius, right? Yeah, because Sagittarius rules the ninth house of expansion and optimism, right? So it's like enthusiasm. Yeah. So we have Marianne Dashwood is passionate. She does everything with warmth and zeal. So Capricorn, you're seen here as somebody passionate and warm, right? Something demanding has come to an end here. And somebody was discerning here, or using like their good perception, their insight, and their, you know, their logic, both together, after having some type of an awakening here. And this person is now super enthusiastic, Capricorn. That might be you, but this could be this person who's had an awakening, and they are enthused about a new beginning in their life, or a new chapter coming in, because the World card indicates a completion, an ending of sorts. Yeah, and you know, with the Queen of Swords over here, it's like somebody new, something has to complete itself, or let it end, let it dissolve, let it go, because they're enthused about a new beginning after an awakening. Yeah, it's highly interesting. It is on my side anyway. Let's see what we got, Capricorn. And we have the Volcano and the Power card. Okay, so this is in the upright. These are both in the upright. I just kind of flipped them. Yeah, and these don't really read in the reverse. They don't. But, you know, it could be, it could be a message, though. It can definitely be. So power, somebody has power after an awakening, right? They're trusting in their own personal power. The Volcano can mean sometimes it means something that has been repressed just kind of explodes, right? Yeah, and we have somebody here who has let something die off or end, and they are enthusiastic. Maybe they were holding themselves down or repressing self-suppression. Let's see what they say about the volcano. Um, yeah, it can be about lust. It can be about sexual energy just like exploding. Patience, repressions, and lust. Look at that. So when we see patience and repression, somebody took a long time. They were, like, looks like they were repressing their own sexual needs, right? And they are lusting now. They are definitely lusting. They were trying to hold it down, and they went through an awakening. They said, what am I doing sitting here? When I can be with Capricorn. That's how the reading looks thus far. Let's see, Capricorn. This could be, all your perspective. It could be. We start with perspective, really. We have ask your angels, and we have look for a sign. So when this says kind of ask your angels, for me, it's like, because you're supposed to trust in your angels and your spirit guides, right? You are. So for me, this is like, trust in this. Yeah. Look for a sign's an interesting card. Maybe somebody's going to try to contact you. You guys will know what that means, really, because that can be quite kind of subjective. But let's see what these cards have to say, Capricorn. If you want a psychic reading with me, I always check for accuracies. Yes, I do. I'm also a Canfield life coach, right? Chicken soup for the soul, life coach. Yeah, and so, the psychic readings are accurate, and also I have lots of fun formats, right? Recording, live, video call, etc. The tarot cards are done the same way, whatever you choose for the format. And the psychic readings, if you don't know somebody or you just met them or you just need to understand them better, those are great. For you, Capricorn, if you need insight in your own life, remember I'm also a life coach, right? Mystic Sense has a free 5-minute psychic reading, and you can get a past life reading with me. And they are really powerful for you to understand the lesson that you are supposed to, what you're supposed to leave behind in this life to be happy and leave that past karma behind. Everybody has it. Everybody has some past karma they're carrying around because of the south node in our natal chart, right? The north node is being your best self. The south node is letting go of what is hindering you to get to be your best self, right? So let's see, Capricorn. Check out the description box below. Right here, the bottom of the deck is the Lovers. So this is about love. We saw the volcano. It spoke of lust. Yeah. Lusty and lusty. People say lust is no good, but, I think that you have to have it. If you're with somebody and there's no passion or, sexiness going on, lust, then it's going to be over soon, right? Or not soon, but it's not going to last. And let's see what we have. We have the Queen of Swords again. We start with the Three of Swords, Capricorn, OMG, and the Five of Wands and the Moon. So somebody was disappointed in this reading. Maybe there was a third party. We have the 3 here, the 5. There's a bunch of people here. There could have been a third party, and somebody went through an awakening, and they're like, whoa, what I want is I don't really have. And this person was lusting. After this awakening, they could have been lusting for you, Capricorn. And then with that, that longing and lusting, they're like, well, I really want to be with Capricorn. That can really awaken you, like wake you up. And you're like, wow, dude, I didn't even know myself. See, that's what can be going on in this reading. Somebody didn't know themselves well, and they had an awakening. And they're like, well, I see the light now, right? The Lovers, let's cover her bare breast here. No, she has a great figure. Yeah, she does, right? Nothing wrong with nudity, in my opinion. Now, yeah, it can be very tasteful, right? I don't think you should have it on Saturday afternoon for kids to see, but hey. So let's see what we got here. We have the Moon showing up in the root, why it's all happening. This is doubts and fears and confusion. And sometimes secrets, but it's about emotional ups and downs. Can be about somebody worrying, but they feel like they're in the dark And that's why they have emotional ups and downs. Yeah. So the Three of Swords starts the reading, and this is some type of disappointment, like I said. Five of Wands is the challenge with the Two of Pentacles. Yeah, somebody might have had you in a third party here, Capricorn, or you had them, or something like that. This can be about you guys maybe had a lot of challenges together, or you have challenges with this person right now, and they're completely lusting for you, and they just had an awakening. Like, it could be any time now, right? A lot of people are waking up because just because they are, right? Yeah. Um, yeah. hmm We have Neptune and Aries, that can be people awakening right there. It can be. hmm Wow. Let's get a card on the moon, sitting in the root, why it's all happening. We have it with the sun. All right, so somebody doesn't have clarity in this reading if they're going to end up happy with you, or maybe if you're, I don't know, if you guys are going to have continued challenges, possibly. The Knight of Pentacles, that is external to you, and that could be that person, another earth sign maybe, but we have the Seven of Pentacles. This could be this person is completely in their head about what's going to happen between you guys, how your little bush will grow together, possibly. This is a card of investment and, what is yet to come, kind of, and to be manifested. He's looking at his money bush, which represents values as well. Yeah, it does, those pentacles, right? And so we have the World card. This is how somebody sees themselves with the Nine of Pentacles. They might be single. I mean, this card comes out a lot. This could be somebody who's single or super self-sufficient, and kind of looking out for what's good for themselves, like living according to their values. Yeah, and we have it here with the World card. This is closing a cycle. This Three of Swords and Five of Wands has to do with some type of ending in this reading. Yeah. Here's the Nine of Pentacles is an ending. Nines and tens are endings. They are. This could be somebody who is wiser these days after the awakening. That awakening kind of, like woke them, like wake up, like, you know what? And it was harsh. I feel like it was harsh in some way. Or troubling or unsettling. We have the Six of Wands. This is overcoming. This could be somebody who recognizes that they need to be like, I don't know, more mature, maybe, possibly, with that World card there. That they needed to be more mature, and that possibly here, and that they needed to close out cycles. We have cycles closing with the World card for sure. Somebody has come full circle in this reading, and they're seeing themselves that way. They're also seeing themselves as closing out cycles in order to have the one that is so important here. The one. The one that they are enthused about. The Queen of Wands, the Empress, the Queen of Clubs. This is about somebody who is enthusiastic and warm. This person could have, like, purposefully closed out a cycle. Maybe it's a wedding. I mean, not a wedding. Maybe it was a marriage, though. But somebody purposefully closed something out in this reading, for sure. Now, the Seven of Wands is in the past. That's in the past, and that is somebody who's resisting or fighting other people off or standing up for themselves, but it's overwhelm and it is challenging with the Five of Swords. Ouch. This is, this could be third-party energy here, but this can also be about, in the past, somebody felt overwhelmed because they had to defeat something else. They had to let something like end it or defeat it or remove it, replace it. but this is about an ending and a new like defeat and victory. This card here. We also have this Six of Wands of victory. That's what somebody wants in this reading. Victory in their own life. Victory to be with you. Victory to share. Yeah. We have the Chariot. That is in the Chariot sits in the concern. This is movement with the Page of Cups. I feel like they're coming to tell you that they want to move forward with you, Capricorn. This is also a card of overcoming, the Chariot. Overcoming obstacles. And we hear in the environment, in the psyche, usually the psychological environment. Yes, it can be the physical environment. It can. Page of Wands, usually the psychological one. And this is a new path and a new direction in the environment. I said something closes out here for sure. We all, after an awakening, usually always have a new beginning. At least with perspective, for sure, right? And the perspective changes everything else. Ten of Pentacles with this Page of Wands in the environment. This is, you know, this could be a marriage ended, possibly, but this is also about I'm on a new path and I want something like solid. Ten of Pentacles, like this person wants to marry you, could definitely be. This person feels like you make them feel more powerful, or this insight that they've gained has, with this awakening, has made them feel more powerful in their own life. Like, I have power over my life after some type of insightful wisdom. Yeah. And so here's the King of Pentacles. Maybe that's them. Here's a cutie guy. Looks like he's Bosnian or something. Is a yeah, a big kind of, you know, dark, tall, dark guy here. Looks like we have the Four of Wands with it. Yeah, and maybe that's you, the King of Pentacles, Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn. But this is the hopes and fears. This is stability. This can be marriage. Four of Wands, especially next to this family here on the Ten of Pentacles. Somebody may want to marry. This person might want to marry you. But whatever they want here, it's super beautiful. And it's meaningful. And it's solid. And it is for the future. The world is for the future. Yeah. And finally, we have the Emperor showing up in the potential outcome. And here he is. I wonder if he's the dad of the King of Pentacles. Maybe, but, you know, a lot older. And, you know, he needs a haircut, right? He definitely does. Let's see what we got for the Emperor. We have the Six of Pentacles, right? So this is, you know, taking control of your life. Seeing things more fairly, right? Like having compassion. This person might be so much more grown and they have compassion and they want to give and take relationship with you here, Capricorn. The Emperor is definitely being mature, taking control of a situation and putting all the details in order to create stability and order. And that's what somebody's done in this reading. Somebody made some type of a sacrifice in this reading in order to have you, Capricorn. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. And let's see, let's get one more card by the angel, right? The angels. And we have the card of forgiveness. Yeah, see, maybe they want forgiveness. Yeah, I'm going to end this reading, Capricorn. If you want to get a reading with me, check out the description box. Thank you so much, you guys, for joining me. Make it a great day. Or a great evening, right? And please like, share, and subscribe because it does help me to keep bringing these to you, these readings. And yeah, and hit the little bell if you would like to receive my notifications. Thanks so much, you guys.